We're here at the river. We got Yuba Dog and Eric. So what we got going on here, this is bedrock. And here's a gravel bar. I believe that this right here is bedrock as well. Bedrock there. So what I'm trying to do is clean out this whole gravel bar and see if there's any gold in it. I found a pretty good sized nugget in this crevice right here. It was before high water came, and high water pushed a bunch of new material in, but I cleaned it up pretty good. Besides these big boulders right here, I couldn't get some of the material under it, but these boulders are just too big for me to move. He was staying busy. So yeah, I've just been scraping off the top layer here, moving rocks. Found some decent color just right on top. So I'm pretty curious to see what's underneath it. So let's dig. So here is some of the gold I got from the top layer, the very first bucket. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Right there. It's a decent piece, especially for the top. There's more in there. Yeah. A few little specks in there. All right. Now it's time to do bucket number 2. So I'm just kind of removing the large rocks and putting the material in this bucket, carrying it over to the river here, and classifying it in a pan. It's pretty slow and tedious. Can't run a high banker in California. I think I'll be able to run a sluice once the river drops a little more, and there's a spot kind of downriver a little bit. I might be able to run a sluice if this material ends up being good. So the last bucket wasn't too good. So notice how the bedrock here is all jagged. And even up there, everywhere else, it's all smooth. I'm trying to figure out why. One of my theories is that this was all covered with gravel, like this, and like that, just covered with gravel. And then in the winter of 2017, we had a massive, a lot of rain, which brought the rivers really high, and I think it washed it out. Maybe there's like, all the gravel got washed out from that was on top of right here, exposing this bedrock that hasn't seen the light of day in a while. I don't know, maybe. Another theory is that this is just not enough current here to weather the bedrock, but well, then why would it be smooth up here? Not here. I don't know. Anybody else seen something like this here? Unless it's a massive boulder. But so I'm gonna start digging down. Hopefully more gold will pop up. The Yuba Dog is finally settling in. Look at that good boy. Looks pretty comfy, huh? He's very upset. I'm looking for a place to set up a river sluice, but I think it might be a no-go. We'll see once the water drops. Maybe there. Back over here at the gravel bar, and I did reach some bedrock down here that's relatively flat. I found some nice rusty looking material that turned out to have quite a bit of gold in it. I'm gonna clean it up at home. I have like a snuffer bottle full of black sand, and I'll show you the picture of the gold that came out of the bottom of this. So the plan, I guess, it's a lot of work, is to remove all this top layer and chase this bedrock down here. So there's a lot of gold in it. It's just a lot of big rock to move around. But I think it'll be worth it. Here's something. Who knows? You ready to hike out of here? Freaking love California. Look at this place. Spray the Yuba dog with bug spray. Spray me. All packed up, ready to hike out. Not much of a trail to get here. Pretty much bushwhacking. Pretty beautiful piece of river though. You ready? Move all off of Yuba. I pulled out probably like 10. See if I can find any more. Nope. Now this crap pisses me off. It's the type of thing that not only is it bad for the rivers and disrespectful, it's what makes the Forest Service freaking, they'll remove access to this place if it gets trashed. That wasn't so hard. Just clean up your freaking trash. Back to the truck. All right, here's the gold for the day. Not too shabby. My guess was 0.6 grams. I'm about to weigh it. I don't think this is 0.6 grams. I think it might be 0.3 grams. We'll see. Cooking up a batch of gold. That's how I dry it. 'Cause I'm not patient enough to let it dry naturally. Moment of truth. .5 grams. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. There it goes. All right, cool.